Hey guys, it's Mike here from Roman Free, and I just want to do a quick rundown of our rear drawer setup. So we've already done a lap of Australia in a Y62 Nissan Patrol. We've got 3 kids and a dog just here. So we wanted to build a new rear drawer setup, a bit of a custom job that kind of fit our needs. We're not going to do a chop on the 200. You know, there's some setups out there that are pretty crazy, you know, with inverters and the slide out induction cooktops. For us, we didn't quite need that, but we wanted to make sure we had heaps of space, plenty of room for the dog, and as practical as can be. So come and check it out. Alright, so the first thing we love about the 200 series is the tailgate. I don't know why they didn't do it on the 300. We didn't have it on the Y62, but we love it. Obviously, we're in the car a lot, you know, we've got an extra seat now, but also just this bit of storage space here. So we put most of our, you know, commonly used tools in here, so we've got quick access to it. The 200 already comes with its own little tool box here that's got some spanners and stuff like that in there. But here we've got the upright Bushman's fridge, 85 litres. We used to have the traditional style car fridge, but we love this. It's so easy to get to. We can put about, I think almost 3.5 or 4 slabs inside of this, so it's quite deceiving. The only downside on this is if it's not full, the cans can move around a bit. So what we do to negate that, we just put a little bit of foam offcuts in there so that they never tip around as we're driving. So as you come through here, we've got this smaller drawer here, and this is just used for, again, some more tools. We've got some, this is a lithium battery charger, even got our pancake mix here, it's just some straps, our little portable 2-way radio, some butane canisters, some tape, WD-40, that kind of stuff. So our main drawer, however, we've got plenty of bigger items. So a solar blanket here, our first aid kit. So if you haven't got one of these, or weather bag, the survival first aid kit, this thing is brilliant. Once you open it up, everything's so easily labelled, so you know, if there's an emergency and you're in a panic, you can quickly find what you need. As you keep looking in here, we've even got space for all our hoses and things like that for the compressor, and also our electric chainsaw, blowers. We've got our drills in here, impact drivers, battery chargers, all that stuff for it. So as you can see, plenty of space, and Roxy up here has still got a heap of room to move around. So we wanted to make sure she wasn't too jammed in there, but we could fit heaps in here. One of the big things you'll notice that's different to this is this table. So even though it's not as practical because it's quite heavy, this has a bit of sentimental value for us. So we've got a friend of mine at Resonating Timber to create this, and these are shells that the kids have actually collected from around Australia. So we wanted a bit of a beach theme. We love the beach, we love the coast. This way we can take a bit of the beach with us anywhere we go. So because we want to maximise space, even in here we just have a little compartment, and that we can, again, stuff we don't need all the time, but this is all our beach gear. So the kids have got their sand pail beach toys, wetsuits, goes all the way back, little beach tent, things like that. So again, it's all about maximising space and just, you know, having on hand what we need quickly. On the right here, this is where we've got the outlet for the compressor. So behind this panel is all the wires, our compressor, our air tank as well. So outlet for the compressor, so we can plug it in there. We've got just a little power outlet here, so just your 12 volts. So if we need to, you know, power up our portable 2-way radios or any devices there, we can do that. And then on the right here, this is just a little one made from Steady. I really like this because you've got the USB. You've got the USB-C for like your iPhones, and we've all got Apple products, and it even gives you your voltage reading here. So we know our second battery, which is under the bonnet, and it's one of the iTech World's 120 amp hour lithium batteries that you can put under a bonnet. We've got plenty of power there. The switches here on the right, we've got, as you can hear, that fires up our compressor, and on the one on the left here is just for our, we've got our laser lamp work lights up here on the roof. So if we're at a site and need some lighting, you know, we've got access there. Underneath here is just your digital gauge. So if you focus in on here, and this just gives us our pressure that's in the our airbags at the moment. So I don't need to manually, you know, connect it to the valves. I can just check any time to see what our air pressure is in the in our springs. That way I've got the right settings if we've got the caravan on or not. All right, as we move into the car here, we've got the Kaon cargo barrier. So again, for the dog, if we have to hit the brakes or something, but also we can store a bit of extra stuff. What we love about this Kaon one, it has that top shelf. So we've got our bush barriers, so we can keep them nice and flat, and they're just the protection. When we want to go bush, to protect the Juco of the vehicle, to make sure there's no scratches. And because there's room behind the fridge, it's easy for us to get to, but stuff we don't need often. There's the Carbon Off-Road cube, which has all our recovery gear in it, and just there's just our little butane our little butane stove. So we don't have the inverter or anything, but if we want to be able to cook some bacon and eggs on the beach, or those pancakes or something like that, we can easily do that as well. So anyway, this is our drawer system. As I said, just making the most of the space we had. This was a custom build job. My father-in-law built the drawers, and then we put the rest of it together with all the wiring and things like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed and got some ideas out of that. Cheers.